What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Goshen's Games. And it's not that hard to think of recent failed games and not think about Fallout 76. Yes, games such as Anthem also come to mind, but Fallout 76 did it first. And I just when I come across an article like this, it's kind of one of those situations where it's like, I'm really glad I didn't buy the game, but I feel bad for those who did buy the game. And then on top of that, it really doesn't make me feel too good about the company who put out that said game. Taking point, Bethesda, as you can see from the article here, this article is coming from IGN, but they're not the only ones who reported on this. Bethesda knew Fallout 76 would have bumps. This is the kind of article where it's like basically the creators or the developers are just like taking a massive dump all over you. Basically saying, we got your money and we don't care. That's what happened here. And really shouldn't. It shouldn't be this way. Really shouldn't, because Fallout is one of those IPs that a lot of people, myself included, hold usually in a high regard. So let's go ahead and read this article. And by the way, this was an actual interview, which I paused, and that is like the most smug look that anybody could possibly have. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's really disgusting. The launch of Fallout 76 was, to put mildly, a bumpy one. IGN gave it a 5 out of 10. That's actually being nice. Calling it its rich world wasted on a mess of bugs, conflicting ideas, and monotony. It also earned a spot on our top 10 worst games of 2018 list. Much of the criticism stemmed not only from a rocky launch and massively broken game content, but also poorly handled PR snafus. Like when Bethesda shipped bags that look significantly cheaper than the ones promised in the $200 special edition. Yeah, they were promised a canvas bag and they shipped out what looked like, I don't know, what's the best way to put this? Let's say a poncho that you could buy at a dollar store. Now, I'm sure that's not as cheap as it was, but still, it might as well have been. On this week's episode of IGN Unfiltered, Bethesda's own director, Todd Howard, sat down with host Ryan McCaffrey, saying that Bethesda saw a lot of these woes coming as the game neared its release. That was a very difficult development on that game to get it to where it was. Really? Really? Wow, okay. We were ready for a lot of those difficulties that ended up on the screen. We knew, hey, look, this is not the type of game that people are used to from us, and we're going to get some criticism on it. A lot of that is very well-deserved criticism. At least he owns that and acknowledges that. Howard also shared his thoughts on Fallout 76's near future, hopes for improving the game, and increasing Bethesda's ability to listen to community input, and what lessons Bethesda learned from the troubled launch. You can hear all of that in a clip at the top of the page at the full episode, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. So it's an 8-minute video. I'm not going to play it because I'm not going to play it. If you guys want to watch it, I'll go ahead and leave a link to this article for you guys to take a look at. The way that I see this, when they say, we knew that this is going to end up with a bunch of difficulties. If you knew that, then why rush it? Why rush it? Like, come on. That look right there is of a man who is like, doesn't matter to me. I still got paid. Listen. I didn't play Fallout 76. I bought it. I returned it. Not so much because I was taking a dump on the game, but I returned it because I knew I wasn't going to have time to invest into that game. And a part of me wanted to play it, but the smarter side of me didn't want to play it. So I didn't. Once I returned it, I never looked back to go and purchase it again. And the game's had many, many times where it's been discounted. They've offered it in bundles and stuff. They can't give this game away because people don't really want it. The people who want the game already bought the game. They're enjoying it. And that's not to say that you're not allowed to enjoy a game like this. It's not to say that you can't enjoy a game like this. Of course you can enjoy this game. If you are a Fallout fan and you are enjoying Fallout 76, by all means enjoy it. I'm glad that the money was worth it for you. But for me, I can't. And then especially with these poor practices that Bethesda is doing, I really can't justify the way that it's been handled. I can't justify the way that everything is about it. Like, it's you don't. Okay, how can I put this? In an MMO RPG, there's expected to be bugs. I'm not going to say that every launch is perfect because it's not. Even when World of Warcraft was first released, it had its moments where there were bugs. There were plenty of bugs. Those of us who played back in the day know very well of the bug where a disease was spread in World of Warcraft, much like the Black Plague. It's been so long, I can't remember off the top of my head the name of the instance, but basically you went into the instance and fighting a specific boss, you would get debuffed, and that debuff would over time kill you as well as spread to your other players. Now what would happen was that the debuff would stay on you when you left the instance, and it spread throughout all of Azeroth to the point that if you walked into Stormwind, all you would see would be dead bodies because there was no way for people to be immune to this. So they had to then, Blizzard then had to go and patch that because it was a huge bug, and it honestly it spread like it was the plague. But that's to say bugs happen, and it's understandable. But we're talking about a game that got released unfinished. There's a difference between bugs and having a game that is completely unplayable and not something that you should have released. Like, you left a sour taste in everybody's mouth and all of your fans, and it's going to be very, very difficult for you as a developer to come back from something like that. And the fact that you're saying, we knew it was going to happen. Oh, well, I mean, I guess I'll give them props that they're owning up to it, or that he's owning up to it, but still, it's just one of those things where it's like, it really, really should not have happened. Anyways, I'll leave that to you guys. Let's have that conversation. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys play Fallout 76? I know a couple people did, and they enjoyed it. And again, they're allowed to, and that is great. But let me know, guys, down in the comment section. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, subscribing. If you guys are new, I have the hiccups from this conversation. I'll catch you all later. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out, guys.